What's up, everybody? Welcome to Ecom Warriors. Today, we're going to be continuing our dropshipping series, and we're going to be doing episode number 5. So let's get into it. So as you can see, this is the store. Let's just take a good look around. Let's get rid of this pop-up. Speaking of this pop-up, we're going to make sure we add a little image here. Let's get rid of this for now. We have some images. We have some text. We have a whole lot of things going on. Something that I'm going to do is I'm going to just log in, and I have to add a logo for our every page other than our home page. I have to work on the mobile configuration. I have to work on a few things. So let's go ahead and get this stuff done here. And remember, guys, all the work that I do here on camera is essentially what I'm doing for the store, unless stated otherwise. So that's really the reason why I'm making this whole series, is to give every single person watching this a step-by-step guide. We are using the Wolf of Shopify theme. I'll just pull it up right here. I am an affiliate of the Wolf theme. However, it is my favorite theme for conversions. I explained why very heavily in yesterday's episode, which is why the episode took a little bit longer than I would have liked. It took 38 minutes, but it's perfectly fine. We are using the Wolf theme, so we're using it. It's proven consistently, if you've seen my other videos, to get much higher conversions than the average Shopify theme, and that does include the Turbo theme. That includes the Beautify. It beats, all the other Shoptimize, all the other themes out there. With that being said, it is similar to the Beautify's conversion rate. However, the Beautify is a monthly fee type theme with all the features. Without all the features, then this theme would blow it away. With that being said, now the theme is let's see what price the theme is at here. The theme is at $125 currently. It's on sale. If you guys want to use my $25 coupon, use code Warrior. The link will be placed in the description. Okay, so let's continue. Now, as I discussed, the first thing we need to do is the pop-up. So let's head over here to theme settings, and let's search for the pop-up section. So I know it's here somewhere. Pop-up theme. There we go. So this is pop-up newsletter. So you just make sure for all the beginners here, just read what it says up here. And it'll actually give you a lot of insight, because pop-up newsletter, all right, now I know what it is. Now I could drag an image and get things going. So for my pop-up newsletter, I'm really not sure what image I think I pick. I like this purple one, but, we'll check it out and we'll see. Let's give it a shot here. All it has to be is like something chrome that represents our brand. For those who don't know and who are new to the series here, we're basically selling a unique product. We're selling chrome wraps, like vehicle wraps. And so I thought it would be pretty cool, because not a lot of people sell that. I don't see too many Shopify stores selling that. And I think one of the big keys to making a dropshipping store successful is you got to get out of the mindset that a lot of gurus are teaching today. And a lot of gurus are basically teaching that, you can create this quick store that you build within an hour, and you advertise it on Facebook, and all of a sudden you're making 20-30 grand a month. That I personally, guys, to be 100% honest with you, have never seen my success come in that way. And I say that, when I used to do consulting back in 2020, I used to say that to my clients in 2020. I don't do consulting anymore, but what I'm saying is I used to tell them, like, there's never been a moment where I set up an ad and the next day I had like 60 grand in my bank account. For me, the build happened consistent and gradually for all my Shopify stores that I own. It would be, the first month would be like, 5 grand. The second month would be 7. Third month would be 10, and it would go up slowly. I never had this one month where I just shot through the sky and made like 300 grand in 1 month. I never had that happen. I'm just being honest. And I think that that's a more practical way of doing business, is consistently going up. And I think it's just also unrealistic. Like when brands have, or when people show like these sales charts that might be fake, by the way, they might just be taking screenshots from somebody else of like huge numbers. All that means is that you have a very, very, very successful ad campaign. That's really all it means. And once you shut that ad off, your business is never going to make you $1 again. But for me, it's completely different because creating a brand is different. It's a brand that people know, people recognize, right? They could buy a product and then 6 months later they come back to my store and buy another product. So I'm getting organic sales, which creates then passive income where I don't have to sit there on the computer and figure out a new ad strategy every single day for something to work. Now, do I use ads? Absolutely, I use ads, right? Do I learn organic marketing also? Absolutely. But something that I would preach, and if there's one tip I would give to every single person out here watching this, is that don't try to rely on some big wins. Build a legitimate brand that can pay you in perpetuity for a very, very long time, right? That's what perpetuity means. And benefit off of it. Don't try to stress yourself out, all right? So let's just hit this shop now button here. And I want to make an edit to the collections. So you could see here the collections is almost like in a grid form. I actually want to make that change. And the reason why I want to make that change is I wanted to make it look like a drop down almost, right? I think it just fits this style a little more. Now, with that being said, what you're seeing right here, this section is the breadcrumb. The breadcrumb is like this whole section right here. So I'm not going to talk about that, but I will be making some edits here. So collection layout is where we need to be. And let's take a look at what we can do. So first thing I'm going to do, it says product list view. That's the one I'm going to select here, product list view. And let's just give it a second to kind of load itself out. But you can see here, now the images look a whole different level, right? We can see a full image of the product. And it looks really nice, honestly. It's much better, in my opinion, than this view, right? Let's go ahead and let me show you guys. It looks better than this view, in my opinion, right? And you know why this is a good setting, the product list view, and I actually only seen this setting within the Wolf theme, is that, you know, if you have not too many products, which is what I actually recommend, by the way, if you don't have that many products, like some other stores have like 500 products, 100 products. If you got 13 products like me, 12 products, 10 products, 20 products, right? Every product is worth a lot to you, right? And it's not, you know, it needs more attention than just some simple, you know, product grid. So this actually looks really, really nice. And you know what it is that if we think logically as a consumer, if I want to buy a chrome wrap or some kind of wrap for my vehicle, right? And I click on the collection or the catalog and I come to this page, I can scroll through and I can see all these different options that might fit my car. And if I was to sit through the grid, it's almost like I'm seeing it all at once and I don't get to take it in. And there's actually this cognitive bias, I forget what it's called, but when people have too many options, they tend to run away from a situation. So it's like, imagine if somebody gives you like 5 different options, like no job for a year and get paid a base salary, and then somebody offers to give you a car and a job, and somebody else offers to give you no job, just a house, and you have all these different good options, and the options are so awesome that you get paralyzed. It's called, I believe, analysis by paralysis, or paralysis by analysis, right? And when people just have so many different options and they sit there and they analyze, it creates paralysis. But I think with this setup instead, it gives people more time to really soak in each wrap for their vehicle and decide if they want it or not, right? If it catches their attention, they'll click on that product and it will take them to then the product page where they can learn more information about the product. Now, let's go ahead and head back to our collections pages here because I want to make some changes. The first thing we need to do is our logo. So with Wolf Theme, you have 3 different places to put your logo. You have a homepage header logo here, which is the homepage looks like this, guys. So the homepage is just the front page. And for everybody, it's going to look different depending on what sections you add. I think, I can't really remember, but I think Wolf Theme has over 40 sections as opposed to many other themes, right? So they have a whole bunch of different sections here. You guys can do the counting on your own time, but we have a homepage logo. Then we have a logo for any other page. So if I was to click on catalog here, right, it would be for any other page, right? So if I was to click on the product page, you can see here it's still a box on the collections page. The image here, it's still boxed out. So the thing, what you have to do is we have to go over here to header. We have to scroll down. okay? And you could do this on any page. Just click on header and scroll down. And you're going to see here it says header other pages, right? And we just scroll down a little bit and you see this box here and we just select the image of our logo. So in my case, my logo is saved all the way down here. Let's hit select. Okay. The cool thing about this is I get to make this smaller or bigger. I think actually I like this setup, like just perfectly like this. Let's hit save here. All right. And yeah, that looks pretty decent. Okay. Let's head over back to our home and we're going to place our third logo now. So we go back to header, right? We have the logos placed here, but now we have to edit the mobile. So you want your logo to pop up for your phone, right? The phone device. So let's go over here to settings and we just hit this header mobile button. Header mobile, if you scroll down, we're going to see something similar. Here it says logo image for header mobile, right? Let's hit select image. Let's scroll down once again and let's select this little logo here. And there we go. So let's go ahead and save our progress. Let's just wait for this to load. This little green bar, as you guys can see up here, will take some time to load. So we already knocked down a few things, right? We got logos for every page view on our site. We added some collections, some collections. And the cool thing about this is also the way I'm setting up the collections, guys, for the future is that once we get more products, we can easily categorize everything. So we could see here the logo. It looks pretty good. If I wanted to make it a little bit smaller, I could do that too, right? Instead of 150 pixels, I can make it 120. Let's see the view on that. Let's see how it changes. Let's see. Just give it a minute once again. When you're doing a critical change like this to the site, it will take a second to load. I think I like that view. What do you guys think? And speaking of a mobile view, look how clean this looks, right? The wolf theme. You can see this is why I selected these two images on the top bar in the desktop view, right? Look at it in mobile view. Look how clean it looks. Look how great it looks, right? An image of Lamborghini Gallardo in a orange chrome wrap, right? Orange looks so good. Handpicked collection of elegant chrome wraps. Then it has some options here for chameleon wraps, chrome wraps. I'm not really too satisfied with these split banners, so we will work on that. Then we have some products here, right? Obviously, I have to edit pricing, guys. So the pricing that's there is not legit. I got to edit that. Look at this bottom menu here. We have a menu button. We have a add to cart, right? So I can't click on that, right? But you see here, add to cart with a slider cart, by the way, with a one-step checkout. Awesome addition for the wolf theme, right? We have a user profile icon. We have this up arrow. So the up arrow, basically what its benefit is imagine if I'm a consumer and I'm scrolling down here, right? And I hit this little up arrow, boom. It takes me right up to the top without me having to manually scroll. And this, of course, is a pop-up that just shows who's recently bought in a location. You can always disable that if you want to. I personally don't recommend it. I think you should keep it on, especially during the holidays. And it goes great with the other features that I'm showing you within this theme to boost your conversion rate. Let's hit shop now here. And you can see here the shop now looks significantly different, right? So it looks similar to the desktop view, but it looks different than what people are compared to. So we have some collection lists here, and you can see here it says shoes, clothing, men's, women's, all items, right? All this kind of stuff. We're going to change that. So we're not actually going to stick with this. We're going to change this. Honestly, we don't really have to. What I think is a better idea is if we change to the view with the cabinet style. So I'll show you what I mean by that. Here we have a filter section, which is great. I think it's okay. Featured, best-selling, alphabetical, A to Z, and we could disable any of these features if we wanted to, right? This looks pretty cool. So let's go ahead and stick with this. Let's just view it in desktop view now so we can make some edits. And let's head over back to our collection page. So our collection page, this would work great, like I said, if I had more categories, but I don't. Let me just see what Style 4 can offer us here. I believe Style 4 is the one, but I could be wrong. Yep, Style 4 is the one. All right. So when you guys see, Style 4 is not the one. Let me see Style 2. Style 2, it's optional. Let's let the computer load here. Let's see Style 1. Style 1 might be the way. Style 1 is okay. I'm definitely not against it. Um, well, what we're doing here is I don't have too many collections, right? So I have two real collections. I have my chrome wraps and I have my chameleon chrome wraps. So let's just see what we could do with style 1. Let's keep style 1 up here. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I don't want to take up too much space at the top, right? So what you're seeing here that's going to be in vertical stance is going to be horizontal. This looks a little cleaner to me than the last one, just for this specific theme. And like I said, this is not the settings that would go for every single store I build, but every store is different, right? So you got to be smart about how you do it. So let's see here. What we need to do is we need to make some changes. That's the first thing we need to do. So let's go over here to theme settings, and we have a few different options. So widget number 1, right, is, let's see here, widget categories. And let's just make sure we're on the right setting here. Okay, yeah, this is what I want to look at. So we have all items here. So basically these are different widgets. Widgets. Yeah, they're different widgets. And it starts off here with the title. So I don't want to call this all items. I want to call this Chrome Wraps. Okay, I'm going to call this Chrome Wraps. And then what I'm going to call the second one, which is women's right here, I'm going to call this Chameleon Wraps. Now, that's the only 2 categories I have, so I'm going to have to get rid of these other ones, and it's going to end up not being a slider. So I'm going to have to delete the title and delete the URL to do that. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. And we'll judge and we'll see if it looks any good, especially on mobile, because mobile is going to be a big thing for our store. A lot of the times people, to go on mobile is a big thing. I mean, people generally go on mobile now anyway, but, mobile is very important. So let's go ahead and just let this load. There we go. This is exactly what I wanted to see. So these two icons here, Chrome Wraps, Chameleon Wraps, and what we can do is we can actually select an image that will fit inside this little circle. Now, hopefully I have the right image size. Let's see if we can wing it. But if we don't, it's fine. We could always upload more images in the future. Let's see if this image works for the Chrome Wraps. Let's see. I could be wrong, but let's see. It might look terrible, right? It might look good. There's only one way to find out. So, and for the chameleon one, let's click on this one. Let's see. Give it a second to load. Right? Maybe I even selected the wrong ones. I think I did select the wrong ones here. Yep, I had a feeling. So this is not going to look too good because it's oval shaped. I have to have the right shape. So what are they asking for here? They're asking for a size of, let's see here, Chrome Wraps, a size of 160 by 160. And then this is for the banner. I don't want to edit the banner. Chameleon Wraps, 260 and then 160. All right. I think that's probably like some kind of typo or something. But let's see here. Chrome Wraps. For the Chrome Wraps, let's go with this blue color. Let's see how that looks. Basically, if it looks more squared, that's going to be the case. And this is just something that you guys want to realize is that size is irrelevant. If it's 160 by 160, it could be, whatever double 160 is. So 320, right? So this looks good for Chrome Wraps. Let's select the other kind of wrap, so chameleon wrap. Let's see how that looks. If this becomes like an oval, what I'm going to do is I'm going to download the image, and I'm going to download the image here, and I'm going to make sure that it's squared. Yeah, so this looks like an oval, and this looks like a circle. And because the chameleon wrap doesn't look good, so I have to download the image. Let's go ahead and save our progress, and let's go back here and download the image, and let's edit the image size. So let's go back. Let's go back here. Let's go back. And let's go to our products, and let's head over to our chameleon green wrap. And let's I think I actually use this image because this image looks pretty good. I feel like it would go well. Let's go ahead and download this, and let's preview the screenshot, and let's make sure we do some edits to it. So let's see here. 13. We're looking for the same numbers in width as we are looking in height. So this is good enough, right? 1300 by 1390. So let's go ahead and crop that, and let's go ahead and upload that to our store. So let's customize here. Let's hit the customize button, and this will load for us. And we're going to head over down to our collections page. So let's head over to our collections page by clicking on this top bar here, or this top banner, and let's hit collection list, or collection page, sorry. That's my mistake, collection page. And let's change this chameleon wrap image to the image that we want now, the new image. And we do that by typing in or hitting this settings button, or excuse me, hitting the collection page, then hitting the settings button, and just scrolling down here. And let's head over to change, and let's just drag and drop that image that we screenshotted. It should look pretty good now. It should look like an even circle or something close to that. There we go. So it even looks better than our counterpart here, which is the blue one, which is something that I might want to change. I probably actually should. I'll probably do this live, actually. Why not? You know, you guys are here anyway, so you might as well see it. And I feel like it's good for practice. And you guys are probably going to be doing the same thing too. And, you know, it honestly doesn't get better than this, right? Step-by-step click-through guide. So let's wait for this to load and save our progress here. Okay, now let's go back and let's head over to products one more time. And for the people who are kind of newer to not automation. If you're newer to Shopify and all these kind of things, this is going to make you a little bit more comfortable with the whole entire scene of Shopify. And I think the best way to get comfortable with it is just to acclimate yourself and just deal more with it in general, right? So our last image was like 1300 by 1300. So let's see if we could kind of do that here. So let's see here. This is 912 by 786 or something like that. I hope it ends up working out, but if it doesn't, we'll probably have to expand the image. Or we could just do that now and let's just see what happens, right? Shoot for the stars. You might end up in the moon. I think that's what they say. Let's hear. Let's go for 1300. Let's unlock the pixels here, and let's go for 1300. I know this will distort the image a little bit, but hopefully it'll be all right. Now let's head over back to our online store, and let's hit customize here. And let's head over to our collections page. So we're going to go into our collections page, and we're going to hit collections page. This little blue one we're going to change, like I said, and hit theme settings. Scroll down. Let's hit change, and let's just drag and drop the new screenshot, and it should look somewhat similar to the size of this one. It has to look good, right? It has to look presentable, and that's kind of the things that I think a lot of Shopify store owners mess up, even me. Sometimes you just get tired and you don't want to do it anymore, and you know things come out distorted looking. They don't just don't look as good as they could be, and there it is. That's good enough for us. So we have Chrome wraps, we have chameleon wraps. Looks great, I think. Now there's a setting that we have to do within the actual collections. If you notice, when I hit collection list, right? And I'll show you guys kind of how this looks, is that we only have one collection list, right? And that's wraps, Chrome wraps. We have to make some changes here. So let's head over back to our products here, and let's head over to our collection section. And basically, these Chrome wraps, I'm sure there's going to be the chameleon wraps in here also. That's my guess. Yeah, so chameleon wraps, let's go ahead and we have to change the settings here. Let's change this to Man, let's just can we delete this collection? Yes, that's what I want to do because this is not going to work. Let's go ahead and create collection, and we're going to write Chrome wraps here, and this will be just the Chrome one. So we're not going to include the chameleon ones. But let's hit save, and there should be a section, there we go, where we could browse. So we're going to select all the different Chrome wraps that we have available to us. And like I said, we could always add products in the future, but that's not something I'm planning on doing. All right, and let's hit add. And so we have a list of products that we've added here. And let's go back and let's create another one. And we're going to call this chameleon wraps. And once we do that, we're going to select this manual button, and we're going to hit save. Once we hit save, let's go ahead and browse, and we're going to select the two chameleon wrap products, so these two, and let's hit add. And there we go. So it's done for us. Once that's taken care of, by default, guys, the Shopify store will take on the first image as the collection image. So that's just something to be aware of within the collection pages feature. So if I want to just edit some, if I want to just sort differently, I could do that. So if I want to sort manually, and sometimes this might be a good option for some of you guys to sort manually. So if I want to put the blue one first, and let's say the orange one second, the green one third, yellow, and so on. You guys know what I'm saying here. You guys get the deal here. When we go back and view, our collection pages should be 2 pages, really. It should show chameleon wraps, and it should show Chrome wraps, and that's exactly what we're looking for here. Let's go ahead and click on this collection pages, or collection list, excuse me. And there we go. So we have 2. And that's actually pretty good. Ideally, I would want to make this 3 collections, and I would want to sell some like little trinkets as upsells, but we will discuss that in the future. So by now, this episode is pretty decent. I mean, 27 minutes is a long time. We got a lot of things done. We got 3 different logo setups. We got the collection pages. We got product page. We will be creating a mega menu. We will be doing a whole lot of different things, and we're actually eventually, once this series is all over, we're going to be creating a whole one video, and I'm going to be putting every single one of these videos together so that you guys don't miss a thing, all right? So if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. I'll make sure to answer all of them. But for now, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and we will continue with the store.